Live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. This is a very, very impromptu um, live stream. I haven't announced it, I haven't told anybody, nothing. I have just decided to do this live stream, and I'm sure a lot of y'all will be like, well, how come you didn't tell us? Ali, she's already. Scout Inquirer, hey girl, hey bunny, Gypsy girl goes. I didn't even tell Cuba Lakeland, hello, hello Persephone. I didn't even tell Texas Patriot because she's feeling a little under the weather. Hey Verde, I was like, poor thing. I mean, she needs some rest. She's been a bit overworked, I should say. And I have my beautiful mirror, of course. I have to do my little. So here's the thing, y'all. Surprise, surprise. Sunday afternoon matinee. It's, what is it called? Serial Killer Sundays. How about that? So let's take a moment. This is completely spur of the moment, y'all. Completely spur of the moment. Let me acknowledge all of y'all first, okay? Thank you, everybody, for joining. You guys, the real family, you guys rock. Y'all are the bomb.com. Let me just say that. Thank y'all, okay? And I didn't tell Texas Patriot because she was feeling a little under the weather. I said that girl doesn't need to kind of all the time be, So I was like, just let her be. I'm sure she's going to be mad at me. She'll be like, why didn't you tell me, Kirtana? But I hope she understands. I didn't want to bother her, really. And again, this was a spur of the moment. So Ali, hi. Scout Inquirer, hello. Gypsy Girl, Cuba Lakeland, Persephone, Verde, Tasha, Zumowski, Lucinda 5563, Kim Zale. I apologize, Kim. Amaryllis, Kathleen Cheney, Mary Fagan, Capri, Rail Avior, Bird Brain, The Carriage House, Bonnie Bailey. Okay, so are you guys ready? You guys ready? Tell me you're ready. Tell me you're ready. Okay, so here's the thing. I was supposed to have made a video last evening or yesterday to post for today, and it was going to be for instead of calling it, what did we originally call it? We called it Sinful Sundays, right? And somebody suggested we call it Serial Killer Sundays. So henceforth it's going to be called Serial Killer Sunday. So I will cover serial killers on this day on Sunday. So then I was like, okay, I've been thinking of making a video for Eileen Wuornos, and I was like, okay, I'm going to record it. And I don't know why, I was just, could I have done it yesterday? Yeah. Was I being a little bit lazy? Yeah. Was I being a little bit under the weather? Yeah. So the whole multiple of factors. I said, you know what, when the time comes, I'll do it. Worst case scenario, I figured that I'd wake up first thing in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'll do a live. Well, of course, 8 o'clock rolls in, and I'm sitting there happily sipping my cup of joe, and I was like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. And yeah, my real family is going to be upset with me, and I was procrastinating. Finally, now I was like, the time has come. So here we go. So today's Serial Killer Sunday is going to be Eileen Wuornos. I've been meaning to do this for a long time, and finally it has happened. So here we go. Surprise, surprise. So Bonnie Bailey, hello. Tasha, of course, I said hello. Connie Torres, hello. So the tractor trailers. Okay. On their own for a while. Carriage House, you're so funny. Dorothy Beveridge, hello. So let's get started without much ado, okay? So we all know about Eileen Wuornos and the famous movie that Charlize Theron acted. I think she did a brilliant job. I mean, oh my God, she even like her whatchamacall, her makeup and all that stuff was just spot on, and she had put on weight and all that stuff. Storm Miller says hello. Thank you. Texas Patriot is going to be so mad at me, but I don't want to tell her she needs her rest. She needs to just take a chill pill. So, because she's been so overworked. I mean, seriously, she is. Yeah. So, what's that? Heck yeah, Serial Killer Sunday. I'm hoping it's none of my neighbors. Oh my God, you're so. So, as you all know, I've spoken about Eileen Wuornos a couple times, and I have said that I actually do feel sorry for her. And I do feel that at the end of the day, yes, we all know she killed people. Yes, I get it. But I do believe she really did have a good, there was a part of her that was really good. Okay? I almost want to say a heart of gold, right? So, but there was a part of, and of course, a lot of the psychoanalysts and psychologists, and they're all going to come out probably and say, oh, this Kirtana is crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Look, I'm looking at things purely from my perspective. Let me call out a disclaimer. The disclaimer is this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. Please do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and form your own opinions. And I'm also going to say whatever information I have of Eileen Wuornos, the date of birth, the date she died, and all that is all available on the internet. So free copyrights, whatever that thingamajiggy is, just know that. I do strongly believe that I do believe she really, 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 truly did love her girlfriend Tyria more. And I do believe she feels like she was stabbed in the back by Tyria. I also do believe that Eileen had a very, very soft side to her. She did have a side to her character that was very loving, very caring, very nurturing, and wanting to provide, wanting to be wholesome, wanting to have that wholesome family, that relationship. I truly believe that. I don't care what anybody says. People can get mad at me and all that or whatever, but this is truly my observation. And I truly believe she's a victim of her circumstances, the way she was raised, her, I mean, oh my God, it could be so traumatic, right? The only thing I didn't look up was I do believe she was married because her maiden name is Eileen Carol Pittman, right? And her married name, her maiden name is Eileen Carol Pittman, and her married name is Carol is a middle name. Her married name is Wuornos. That's all. I didn't go and find out what her husband's name was, this, that, and the other, none of that. So her date of birth is February 29th, 1956. She's a Pisces, and she died on October 9th, 2002, and that was Libra. So, of course, what are the odds? So I'm going to go into this. I'm not going to focus much on the text, and, y'all moderate yourselves, you guys. I mean, the real family is just awesome, so I don't need to worry about it. Nikki, 2 polls. I don't condone what she did, but she may have. Yeah, I hear you. See, I'm not condoning. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Your information is safe. So I want to say, see, I do not, let me reiterate, I do not condone the fact that she murdered men and she took their lives. I don't condone it. I'm not saying good for you, girl. I'm not. That was a horrible thing. Yes. But looking at her, can we kind of compartmentalize here? Probably not. But at the end of the day, I think yes, because we also have to be cognizant of the fact that she wasn't born evil. She wasn't born that way. She was a victim of circumstances, the way she was raised, and whatever transpired in her life, the trajectory her life took, whatever situations she experienced, whatever, she ended up doing what she did. Now, each and every one of us as human beings, man, woman, child, whatever, regardless of race, of ethnicity, of age, of sex, whatever, if 2 individuals were to be exposed to the same trauma, I guarantee both those individuals would have different reactions to that same trauma. You get what I'm saying? So there could have been a lot of people who said, well, so-and-so Jane Doe was also raped and, abused as a child. How come she didn't go on to murder 20 men? Or somebody else may say, well, Jane Doe was also kind of, she had a horrible child upbringing, and how come she didn't go around, murdering men, right? I'm sure a lot of people have that. And yeah, you're right. Just because, like I said, you don't necessarily have the same reactions, right? Because we don't know how your mind works or what goes on here, right? How are you wired inside? I don't know. So each of us is wired differently. And y'all, I'm not a medical person, I'm not a scientist, I'm not none of that. I'm just my observations. So it is very unfortunate, because I truly believe even after she was as a child, sexually abused and abused per se, if she had got an opportunity to have been removed from those circumstances at that environment and given a healthier, safer environment to thrive in, she would never, I'm telling you, she would not ever have gone on to hurt anybody. I guarantee that. I'm looking at her numbers here in a chart. She would not have. She would not have. I don't care what anybody says. I don't know about other astrologers and tarot readers, to each and her, his own, and to each her own, right? I don't know. So when you look at things like that, then I do believe society failed her. Now, having said that, the next question is, well, Kirtana, society has failed so many people. Not every one of them have gone on to become serial killers. Granted, now what can I say? My answer is going to be repetitive to that, correct? So it's very, very unfortunate. But I do believe, I will tell you this about her. There was a little bit of pride. Yeah, she had a little bit of ego. Self-preservation is the key. That's why all of this happens, right? Because it's like kill or die, there was a very, very she was a very caring person. She was a very caring person. I'm also going to say she had the ability. She was a kind of a person who, if she considered anybody to be her family or her loved one or a friend, she would have gone on to sacrifice everything for that person or for those members of her family. You know what I mean? So she was not the kind of a person initially where she was like, it's me, and me. No. She would have most certainly put others before her loved ones before. She had that thing of wanting to provide, wanting to take care, wanting to protect, and don't worry about me. I will do it. Don't worry about me. You take care of this first. Let me take care of you first. Don't worry. That sort of a nature. It's very unfortunate. Extremely. It makes me almost want to cry, but it's very, very unfortunate. So if you see some wisps of smoke and all that, it's because I'm doing this. Let me do a quick, I did the, this one earlier, this one, the pendulum, and my hand got tired and I just set it aside. So I'm going to ask one more time. See, my hand is not steady, y'all. Hang on 1 second. My hand is not steady. There's no point. Because then it's like, no point. I don't know why my hand is not steady today, but sometimes it happens. Okay, so let's get on. So what I got was, I'm just going to go see, like I said, Eileen Carol Pittman. It was a maiden name. Eileen Carol Wuornos is a married name. And she was known most famously as Eileen Wuornos. So we'll just go by that. Because if you calculate her maiden name and her married name, they come up to different numbers. So let's go by what she was most popularly, widely known as, Eileen Wuornos. Okay, so date of birth February 29, 1956, Pisces. Date of death October 9, 2002, Libra. So her significant other at the time was Tyria Moore, and her number she was born August 3rd, 1962. So she's a Leo, August 3rd, 1962, Leo. And Eileen was a Pisces. So then the 7 people that she murdered were Richard Charles Mallory, David Andrew Spears, Charles Edmund Carscudden, Peter Abram Seams, Troy Eugene Burris, Charles Richard Humphreys, Walter Geno Antonio. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 names is what I got. I don't know if I don't think they're anybody else. But for these 7 gentlemen, I don't have their date of birth. Okay, I don't have their date of death either. So let's just get on with this. So I'm just going to get some general energy card. Leslie, hi Leslie, Janet, hi. This is for Eileen Wuornos. So I wouldn't be surprised if her energy does step through today, y'all. I really have a strong feeling she will. Okay. Very unfortunate. And you know, there's so many women like her. There's so many women like her. It is so very unfortunate. You know, even before I do that, for some reason, I'm being told to do these. It's going to be very interesting. I don't know why I'm being asked. So one more thing I want to tell you guys is that while I was, oh, you're welcome, Janet. Oh, you haven't missed much. I'm just getting started. We're doing this for Eileen Wuornos. So one thing I want to tell you guys, like before I started, I was kind of like just doing my meditation. And I was like asking, you know, for my spirit guides, for their guidance, their help, their protection. And I was wanting, you know, if Eileen Wuornos steps forward to come in love and light, because I'm here in love and light to help, to get her message across, whatever. And the words I got very clear in my head was with sarcasm. Oh yeah? Those were the words I got in my head. Now, a lot of you people may, you know, the non-believers will say, yeah, Kirtana, you're speaking to yourself. But I very clearly got the words, oh yeah, with that sarcasm. So, which is very unfortunate, because I understand she's probably like, her spirit is kind of just given up, because she definitely feels like she was betrayed. And she was. She was betrayed. Okay, let me pull the first cards. Why is this happening? Oh, these are, some of them are in the reverse, are they? Okay, never mind. I don't care. Yeah, some of them are in the reverse. Well, it's a mixed bag, so we'll just. Alone in the world, how appropriate. Alone in the world, right? Got 2. Peaceful among thorns, which was in the reverse. Peaceful among thorns, which came out in the reverse. How appropriate. Then we got envious gluttony, which came out in the reverse as well. I mean, it's so appropriate. It's like, of course, I mean, but naturally these cards pop out. No wonder they told me. You know how I usually go into this to get the overall energy first? Well, I was told to ask this. So absolutely alone in the world. I mean, poor thing. Unimaginable. Because all people saw was that she's a monster, she's a monster, she's a monster. But I don't think people really stopped to look at and to kind of figure out, like, is that all she is? Is that all she was? Was there anything else to her? And that's the sad part, because that's why she feels so, she always felt very alone in her life, always. Now, let's dial it back. This is going to be a long one. Be prepared, okay? Talk about matinee. It's probably going to be 4 hours now, right? So, hey, Jacqueline. So she's a Pisces, and let's do some numbers here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have the Leo sun, okay? Because this is Leo. I'm going to do a whole bunch of this and that, y'all. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Okay, there we go. So, this being a 6, she's a Pisces, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6th house is a Leo and Tyria Moore is a Leo. So no wonder she felt very alone. So her relationship with Tyria Moore must have been, she got into it wanting to build on it, wanting to make it like my relationship, my love, my life, my significant other, my partner. But after a certain point in time, she did realize that was not what she was getting back from Tyria. So she did feel alone. So next we have peaceful among thorns, right? So this was in the reverse. This is up the upright, and this is in the reverse. Excuse me, y'all, if I sneeze a lot, I'm still recovering. Anywho, so with the peaceful among thorns being in the reverse, she had no peace. She had absolutely no peace. She did feel that no matter what she tried to do to kind of make peace or try to correct some situations or try to accommodate, try to provide a little bit more, she felt it was never enough. And whoever the recipient of that was never satisfied and never truly appreciated her. So there was no peace because she's constantly trying to appease others. Okay? And then we have this, which is envious gluttony. This is upright. It was, come on, card, focus. Or camera, rather. And this is in the reverse. For her, it wasn't so much a question of, what's the word? Greed, wanting this, wanting that, wanting this. So some people will say, well, Eileen, why were you so like almost avaricious in wanting to have the ideal relationship? Well, why not? Why shouldn't she? So when we talk about gluttony, we know what gluttony means in the English vocabulary, but for her, it wasn't because she wanted it all. She wanted to have everything. It wasn't that. Because she felt that she has never experienced what that is, the wholesomeness, the entirety of a perfect relationship, not perfect, ideal relationship. She wanted to experience it. So she was constantly pursuing that ideal relationship that she thought, she felt that she was entitled to, she could have. Why can't I have that? So that was her driving force. That was what she always wanted. And it didn't come from a place of being avaricious or greedy or selfish or anything. She just wanted it because she's never experienced that kind of love in her childhood. Why not try and pursue that and have that as adults? How many times have we as adults thought about, where am I going to meet my significant other? Human beings are social creatures, y'all. We always want to have that somebody, right? As they say, home is not a place, it's a person, right? So, it's interesting. I'm going to put these away, and now let's get the overall energies. It's very unfortunate. I do believe she felt that Tyria let her down really bad. So she felt that Tyria let her down. Persephone says, I do think it was the one thing she was. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know Persephone. Hey, my Manx 100. Let me see what Persephone says. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Scout Inquirer. Let me see. Bonnie Bailey, hey. Where are my girls? Okay, so Cuba Legland, he is fine. Bunny's doing fine. He had his bath today. Eileen's love life, got it. I was just wondering, because I saw your thing and I was like, what is she talking about? Because I missed it. You have school tomorrow. Okay, all right. So surprise. Well, Bunny had his bath today because I know in the next couple of days they are saying we might get some snow. And I was like, boy, once a month he gets his bath. And I was like, let's give you a nice little scrub-a-dub-dub. And so we had taken out, I'm getting to this. So we had taken out, whenever, every Sundays basically, we take out his bedding and wash all that, his bed covers and then his sheets and all that. It's like a whole process, right? And then his bed, we put it out in the sun, when the sheets are washed and the bed covers are washed. And he likes to go lays on that. So we got him all done, taken care of his walks, brought him back home. But his bed, which is in my bedroom, not the one in the living room and the other one, we had still left it in the sun. And so he came to the bedroom and he's looking at me and he's went and sat in that corner and he's whining, and I'm like, what? And he's like literally telling me, where's my bed? So I let him out and he saw his bed outside in the sun. He made him straight. I said, go do pee pee. No, he just wanted to go lay on his bed. So basically, he kind of insisted that he didn't want his bed in the sun anymore. I don't care if it doesn't have the covers. Please bring my bed back in the house. I was like, dog, you're just too much. I tell you, if he could talk. All right. Show me Eileen's energy, please. Pluto. Wow. Am I surprised? Not at all. Water. She's a Pisces. Sagittarius. The fiery, fiercey stuff. This is going to be very interesting. Aries. Martian energy. There you go. Jupiter. Unbelievable. I shouldn't be surprised at all. And Virgo. All right, let's take this from the top, okay? So, we have Pluto, and then we have the water energy, okay? Sagittarius, Aries, and Virgo, okay? So, I'm sorry, Pluto, as we know, rules Scorpio, okay? And she's a Pisces. So, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are sister signs. Then we have water, which is again emotions, very powerful emotions. I'll tell you one more thing about Eileen Wuornos. I don't care what anybody ever says. She definitely had, would I call it intuition? No, but she definitely did have some psychic powers. I kid you not. She definitely did. 100%, based on my observations. Because you know how these crazy people are. There are all these psychos who come and watch my channel, and they'll pick on one word and they'll take off on that. They'll be like, oh, well, yeah, she is. Based on my observations, based on what I'm seeing here, based on what messages I'm getting, I guarantee she must have had her own, I don't know to what extent, but she must have had her own psychic intuition and psychic abilities. How finely tuned it was, how strong that was, I don't know. She definitely did. Now, then let's take a look at this. Sagittarius, Aries, and Virgo. Now, Sagittarius and Aries are both fire signs, as we know, and they're sister signs. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Aries is ruled by Mars. Hang on, this is interesting. Then we have Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So let's break this down. So Pluto, as I said, rules Scorpio along with Mars, right? Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio. So Pluto, first and foremost, it talks about regeneration. Pluto is a water element. Hang on, hold your horses. She's a Pisces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9th house, right? Okay. 9th house, and that is Scorpio. I'm making notes because it's all going to tie up. Then we'll go to Sagittarius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th house, right, is Sag. Okay, and then we have Aries. 1, 2, second house is Aries. Then Virgo, right? Virgo is an earth sign. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th house is Virgo. Okay, so let's take a look. Pluto, regeneration, it's water. Okay, now Pluto talks about, like we all know, regeneration, whatever's completely destroyed to build back up. Now, here's a funny thing. We have Aries and we have Pluto here. You see that? Mars rules Aries. Mars also rules this guy's house, which is Scorpio. Mars rules Aries. Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio. Scorpio is a sister sign to Cancer. Keep up with me, y'all. This is interesting. Okay. Then let's take a look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius is Jupiter. What is it? Go big or go bigger. Fire, fire, take action. Go big. Never done in moderation. It's go big or go bigger. Then we have Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. And what is Mercury? Change, quick, being duality, being different, being able to change like immediately from I don't know, like in an instant, in a fraction, in a micro millisecond, change your persona, change your personality, change your approach, happy, smiling, and to being mad, like instantly. It's like a light being turned on or off. And it's like quick, right? And what is Mercury? Mercury, as they say, is one element that cannot be contained, right? And the only way you can control Mercury, you can't really ever destroy Mercury, right? Keep up with me. Science must have come up with something, I don't know. The best way to eliminate or throw away or discard Mercury is they put it in the ground. They dig a hole and they put Mercury in it and they seal it up. Because in any other way, shape or form, anywhere else, Mercury, as we all know, is poisonous, correct? But Mercury is also very valuable, right? In the good old days, Mercury was very, very valuable. So let's break this down. And what about Virgo? As much as Virgo is an earth sign, and as much as the fact that Mercury rules Virgo, Virgo is a sign that is very, very particular. It's very, very systematic, wants everything in particular order, looks at things differently, because Virgo has their own way of If you ever have a Virgo as a librarian, God bless you, because it's they do it their own way. If we say first names first, last name second, Virgo will walk in and say, no, middle name first, last name second, and first name last. They'll be like that. Okay, so they have their own way of looking at things. They always want to do things differently because that's how their mind perceives it, and that's the only way they can figure it out, right? And that's how they do it. It doesn't matter whether society agrees or not. They don't give a flip. Having said that, Virgo is very, very anal, very particular. Virgo can get very systematic, right? And Virgo doesn't give a flip. Virgo will walk right up to you and say, hey Kirtana, let me show you that mannequin. I think we've discussed this before. Let me show you. You see that mannequin in that window? Now that is a perfect outfit. This is not working. So if you have a Virgo friend and they say something to you like that, I'm sure you're not surprised. A lot of people immediately, they get mad. They'll be like, who the heck are you? Mind your own dang business, right? But when Virgo says things like that, they're not necessarily being vicious or vindictive or mean or evil or anything, because they're showing you that, not to put you down, they're showing you that because they see you in better light and you would be in better light like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So Virgo is very, very particular. They always want to make sure that the best is, the only acceptable thing is the best form of you. Do you get what I mean? We'll come into how this Virgo thing works into her chart. So, Crystal Pink, hey. Lady Justice, hello. Yeah, I washed my head today. I gave Bernie a bath and because when you're bathing Bernie, you get drenched anyway. So, hey, Pauline. Oh, perfectly broken. She says, I'm a work in progress. Honey, all of us are. None of us are perfect. Lady Justice goes, yes. Okay. So let's take a look here. Now, so that's that, right? As far as those charts are concerned. So what did I say? The 9th house of Scorpio for her, because she's a Pisces. 10th house was Sagittarius. 2nd house was Aries. And 7th house was Virgo. Let's break it down even further. So when we talk about 9th house, which is Scorpio, ruled by Pluto, right? 9th house talks about father, distant travel, higher education, and intellect. Now, let me tell you, Eileen Wuornos was not a dummy by any way, shape, or form. She was a smart person. She had a fairly decent IQ. Then let's talk about 10th house. 10th house is reputation, career, morals, and life goals. Now, this is very crucial. Reputation, career, morals, and life goals. These are some of the aspects of the 10th house. I won't mention each and every aspect, the major aspects I mentioned. Then the 2nd house. 2nd house talks about value, talent, possessions, ability to earn income, and money, of course. Right? That is Aries for her. Then 7th house talks about friends, marriage, partners, contracts, and relationships, which is Virgo for her. Okay, so let's break this out. Oh my goodness. So she's a Pisces, and if Virgo is her seventh house, right? Virgo is her seventh house, right? She put a lot of emphasis, a lot of weight. She invested a lot in her personal relationships, her marriage. Well, she wasn't married. She was married to Uranus, right? And her partners and her relationships. Those, in her opinion, were binding, lasting contracts. That's how she looked at relationships. Okay, like real relationships. That was her opinion of an ideal relationship. It's a binding contract till death do you part. But unfortunately, that is not how Uranus felt about her ex-husband, and that is not how Tyria Moore felt about her. That's why she felt so much betrayed, because she realized at that point when Tyria Moore gave her up was that she never ever felt for me the way I felt for her. So then she was like, everything that I believed in so far as relationships, ideal relationships that I thought I could have and I tried to, is all false. Then let's go back to her second house, which is Aries, right? Her second house is values, talents, possession, Aries, values, talents, possessions, ability to earn income, etc. Now, Tyria Moore is a Leo. So for Tyria, her second house is Libra. Are you keeping up with me? So Tyria's second house is Libra. Eileen's second house is Aries. Libra is about balance and Aries about taking action. I guarantee Tyria was the kind of person who always kind of held back a little bit. That is Rena. Oh my goodness, hang on. Oh. Wait, I'm going to tell her. Hang on. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. She's going to be so mad at me. She's going to be so mad at me. She's going to be so mad at me. Oh my God. So Texas Patriot, oh my God, she's going to be so mad. I really didn't want to bother her because I was like, she's not doing well. She needs a rest. That's fine. Okay, so let's get back to this. She's going to send me a comment now. Hey, Delvin. Okay, let's back up. So Eileen is a Pisces. For her, the second house is Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars, which is action. Go for it. Take action, ask later. Tyria Moore is a Leo. Her second house is Virgo. I'm sorry, Virgo, not Libra. I take that back, Virgo. Okay? So, here you go. We have Virgo right here. Okay? We have Aries right here. Not Libra, y'all. Virgo. Okay? So, now let's take a look. We'll break it down. Okay? So, when you look at Aries, your second house, right? Your values, talents, possessions, etc. And then you look at Virgo, her second house, which again, values, talents, possessions, etc. For Eileen, it was all about taking action to make sure you procure, you get, you gather, you go, you get, you take action, take the initiative, go get all that you need to get in terms of what do you need to do to be able to make an income, to be able to provide for your family. And it also talks about her talent. What was her talent? You know, one thing I'll tell you that nobody gives her credit for is really if she were ever given a job opportunity, like a proper job opportunity before she turned into this violent person, she would have been one of those really, really hardworking people, y'all. Never afraid to do a job. I literally, okay, I've said this so many times, I literally see her working for some sort of a store, like one of those big box stores where they supply stuff for the house, to do all kinds of repairs around the house. I won't mention their names because they might get their knickers in a twist. Or a grocery store chain where she's like, you know what, okay, fine, I'll do it. The manager will come and say, I need somebody to come and do this, and this, and then she'll raise her hand and she'll be, yeah, I got it, man, I got it, I'll help you. That kind of a person. Whereas for the Leo, you look at Leo and her second house is Virgo. For her, Tyria, it was all about, I have these expectations. I want things to be just like this. As much as Eileen might have tried to do for her, she would have kind of held back because she's watching. Is this really the best you can do for me? Is this as much as you're going to do for me? Can you do this? Because I think this will be better. So, but the thing with Eileen is she was the type of person who would sacrifice everything to please the person she loved. And she did do that. She did do that. Unfortunately, was never appreciated. Okay. Then let's go back to Pisces, okay, which is Eileen. Her ninth house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Her ninth house is Scorpio. And as we said, father, distant travel, higher education, intellect. And for Tyria, she's a Leo. Her ninth house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Aries. Okay. So think about the dynamics over there. So if Eileen, y'all keep up with me because this is really complicated. Did Texas show up? Texas Patriot, honey, I truly didn't want to bother you. I knew you were resting. That's why I didn't tell you. There is no other reason. So don't get mad at me. You know I love you. You know I respect you. And I also knew you needed your rest. Okay? There, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, let's get back to this. I'm getting off track. So where were we? We were in the ninth house, right? So for Eileen being a Pisces, the way she looked at, her ninth house is she always did look at, because for Eileen as a Pisces, her ninth house is Scorpio, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And ninth house aspects are father, distant travel, higher education, and intellect. Ninth house is ruled by Mars and Pluto. Well, guess what? We have Mars, we have Pluto, right? So for her, it was all about taking action. But one thing I'll tell you about Eileen, whatever her situation was with her father, she never forgave him. Never, ever, ever, ever forgive her dad, because she holds him responsible. And she had that that Martian energy, that anger, that's molten iron kind of a thing towards her dad. And now for this Tyria Moore, she's a Leo. Her ninth house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is Aries, also ruled by Mars. I guarantee Tyria Moore also had some abuse of some sort by her dad. So either which way you look at it, Mars is so strong that there is no doubt, absolutely no doubt, that both these women have been abused by their respective fathers or father figures in their lives. Absolutely. And I guarantee that is what set them off on this trajectory of having this fear psychosis or hatred towards men in general. And that is what determined their sexual orientation as they went on with life. Again, these are my observations. Oh God. Texas Patriot, you're just awesome. God bless you, sweet girl. Hey, Holly Leanne. Okay, so then let's look at the 10th house, right? So for Pisces, again, Eileen, her 10th house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th is Sagittarius. What does 10th house aspects? Career, reputation, morals, and life goals. And Sagittarius. Hello, baby. We have Sagittarius right here, right? Now for Tyria, she's a Leo. Her 10th house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th. Taurus, okay? And what is Taurus? Taurus is an earth sign. Okay, Taurus hasn't showed up here, but Taurus's sister is here. So let's take a look. 10th house aspects. When you look at a Sagittarian perspective, or when you look at the 10th house aspects, career, reputation, morals, and life goals, through the eyes of a Sagittarian, through the lens of a Sagittarius, then it's always having big, right? Because it's Jupiter, right? It's like big, thinking big, thinking big, thinking big. Career, reputation, morals, and life goals. Those are very, very important, extremely important aspects to Eileen. Now, here's the thing. She's a Pisces. And Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. And Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Okay? So, for her, 10th house aspects, her reputation, her morals, her life goals were so, so important to her. And she felt that every time she tried to kind of come up for air and try to do something, boom, it was shattered right then and there. So she had this unfortunate wheel cycle that she couldn't get a break from, because no matter what she tried to get out of that to better herself and to have normal life goals and to have a career and to build her reputation and be known as a good person, something would transpire, and then she would take action, and that action led to the murder of one of the men. Now, for a Pisces, like I said, the 10th house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait. I'm sorry. For a Leo, the 10th house is Taurus. So, if you look at the 10th house aspects, which is career, reputation, morals, and life, goes through the lens of Taurus. Taurus has a very steady, very grounded, very earthy sign, and Taurus wants stability. Taurus wants, I need to know everything before I put down my roots. Whereas the Sagittarius is like, I'll just go, I'll take action first and then think about it later, right? Sagittarius are not afraid to take action first. Whereas the Taurus is very methodical. I want to know everything before I put down my roots. I need to know. I need the stability. I need that guarantee. I need to know that all the four walls and the roof and the foundation and everything is fine before I say, all right, fine, this is it for me. So I still feel that even from that perspective, as much as Eileen tried to provide that stability for Tyria never felt she had that, and she never bought into it. I will tell you this. I don't think Tyria cared as much for Eileen as Eileen cared for her. I don't think so. All right, let's move on. So we did the 2nd house and the 10th house. Now the 7th house, okay, let's talk about the 7th house, which is friends, marriage, partners, contracts, and relationships. So for Eileen, her 7th house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th is Virgo. Did we already finish that? So when you look, yeah, we finished that. I'm not going to go through that. Then we did the 9th house as well. Okay, we did that. I'm not going to repeat myself because that's crazy. So let's go and do these. If I skipped something or if I'm repeating myself, let me know. Wait, I don't know. Somebody says no, it was Florida. I don't know. Her crumbs were done in Florida. Okay, don't know. Gypsy girl, she did something. She's gonna be so mad at me now. Diana Lam, say hi. Okay. Because I texted, we texted a couple times earlier, Texas Patriot and and then she said she was going to get a rest, and then I said I'm going to do a recording, which I did, and I said, never mind, we'll talk later, and then after all that, I said, okay, let's just do this. Yeah, Cuba Lakeland, I don't ever want to know that I'm allergic to dogs or horses, because that'll completely kill me. But my allergies, I've had it all my life, girl. Okay, let's focus on this because I'm getting off subject. Very, very interesting. When I look at the numbers, y'all, it's so interesting because I did the name calculations for the men who she killed. Oh my God, I'm getting into that. Hang on. It's unbelievable. So Lovers card, are we surprised? There. Okay. We have the Sun card, are we surprised? We have the World card, are we surprised? We have the Moon card, absolutely no surprises there. No, this one. And we have the Fool card. Oh my God, I am so not surprised by this. Real, I am just so not surprised, excuse me. So why do we have the Lovers card? Lovers card is ruled by... Are you done, Bunny? Yeah, that was this fine young man we have here. Okay, so so we have, he's tuckered out, y'all, because we took him for 2 long walks and he got his bath. He's like, I'm done, mama. So the Lovers card talks about, is a Gemini card, and as we know, the Lovers card talks about duality, friendship, partnership, that sort of a thing. Now remember, we also had Virgo, which is mercurial energy, so right across each other. Then we have the Sun card, and the Sun card, as we know, is happy times, expansions, horizons. It's a Leo card, right? Sun rules Leo. Then we have the World card, right? The World card talks about completion, success, through spiritual rebirth. And the Moon card, what can I say? As far as the Moon is concerned, we all know, right? The Moon card does talk about psychic powers. I said that earlier. And it also says beware of deception. Then we have the Fool card. As we know, the Fool card is willing to take a gamble, and take a chance and take a giant leap of faith and get on with life. So I do believe, with the Lovers card showing up here, she really, really had a lot of hopes and expectations as far as a relationship. Pluto, regeneration. She tried a lot to regenerate, meaning to infuse that relationship with new life and new energy, because she felt a few times that it was going through a little bit of blips and whatever. She tried her best to kind of keep it going, because she really, really did care for this woman. And then you have the Leo card. Guess what? Leo is Tyria Moore, her lover. And we have it with the Water card. Lot of emotions. Oh my God, she would have sold to the devil for Tyria. She was all about her. Then under Sagittarius, we have the World card. Now this is very, very key, because we know Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. We also know that Jupiter rules Pisces. And then we have the World card. So for her, wanting to be able to, I don't know if anybody has ever mentioned it, but Eileen Werner's, if anybody had asked her way back when, and this must have been some of the conversations she's had with people, I don't know her, I only know of her. I'm sure she has mentioned many a time she wanted to travel the world. She really did. She wanted to travel. She wanted to see different people, different countries. She just wanted to experience that and explore that. Now you have the World card, right? So this talks about the Jupiterian thought process of wanting to explore what was out there, wanting to actually go and see and explore and understand what life was all about. That sort of a thing. And Jupiter is also, as we know, the Sagittarius is the philosopher of the zodiac. So with Jupiter thrown in there, she did think a lot about all that. She did have a lot of conversations within herself, sitting under the stars and looking up at the sky and wondering what is this life? What is this? Why is this happening to me? How do I break this? What do I go? What does this mean? What is my purpose in life? She had a lot of contemplation. Now, as far as the spiritual evolution was concerned, there was a brief period in her life where she did feel that she was able to break through this negative vicious cycle. But unfortunately, old habits die hard. Sad part, therefore prostitution, and then that leads to this traumatic flashback type of whatever, and that led to murdering these men. So as much as we talk about the World card being spiritual completion on this and that and all that, in this case, there were moments when she would recover, and then for whatever reason things would happen that those memories, those hurts, those feelings would pop back up. And when they popped back up is when she went on another spree of killing somebody. So Aries and the moon card, very interesting, because her second house is Aries, right? And the moon card you have there. So there was definitely some psychic ability she definitely had, but there was a lot of deception, because she certainly felt, as we all know, that she feels she was deceived, she feels she was backstabbed, she feels she was let down, and she was. There is no doubting that, there's no denying that, big time. But the hurt here, and that's the sad part, the hurt here is 1 and 4th house. So let me 1, 2, 3, 4th house is Gemini. 1, 2, 3, 4th house is Scorpio. So Gemini is Mercury and Scorpio is Mars. Yeah, she feels like she was very much deceived, and there was a lot of deception by Tyria Moore. She's very let down. Then the Fool card pops up here, and the Fool card talks about, she had, at a brief period of time when she was in the relationship with Tyria, when she had figured in her mind, you know what, I suppose I just, as hard and as difficult as it is for me, I'm going to have to cut her loose, and I'm going to let her go on her way, and I'm going to go on my way. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, because I think it was much before that Tyria basically, helped the police and whatever. Okay. So now let's get on with one more thing I wanted to tell you, talk about before I move on. Yeah, she was not afraid. She was one gutsy woman, man. She was I feel so bad, y'all. I cannot express it enough. I don't know why. I'm telling you, she had a good heart. I'm telling you, Eileen Wuornos, if it wasn't for the circumstances and the crap society threw on her, and the fact that she was a child, there was no way she could have fought out of that level. She didn't have the mental maturity and the emotional maturity to be able to claw her way up from that, because it happened at such a young age. What was she, 9, 10 years old when she got pregnant? How the heck can you, how? Anyway, so let's take a look at this. So Tyria Moore, 4 and 12. So for Tyria Moore, Leo, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. See again, Scorpio, and 12th house is Cancer. Y'all. So Tyria is a Leo. Her 4th house is Scorpio, right? Which is Pluto. And her 12th house is Cancer, which is the water card. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Eileen's 4th house is Gemini. And her 12th house is Aquarius, which is Pluto. We do have that here. Now, then let's look at Eileen. 12th and 7th house. So 12th house for Eileen would be Aquarius, and 7th house is Virgo. Y'all, these two were destined to be together, y'all. Whichever way you look at it, Eileen and Tyria, they were meant to be together. Absolutely. So, where are my cards here? Oh, come on. No, I don't want to use these. I'm going to go here today. Hang on. Bernie, really? I think in my last live or video and all, I had said if you all want me to review any tarot decks, let me know. I will be more than happy to buy, if you all are thinking about some tarot deck. Rosalie Hatch says messed up totally. I don't know. Susie Q, hey girl. Bonnie Bailey, hey. Connie Torres, hey. Tammy Melton, hey. Oh yeah, she was a bad lady. Watched a few stories about first woman. Okay, Rosalie. See, I'll tell you this, y'all. I'm going to tell you this, okay? And I'm not, like I say, we are all entitled to our opinions. It's a free world, right? We can, we're all entitled to our opinions and we can agree to disagree. Starmilla, hey. Did I acknowledge you earlier? So Rosalie Hatch, and again, Rosalie, I'm not mad at you, so please know that I'm not getting to saying this because I'm not. Like, you're entitled to your opinions, I'm entitled to my opinions. So Rosalie Hatch says here that oh yes, she was a bad lady, watched a few stories about her first woman serial murderer. If you're talking about this chick, Eileen Wuornos, here's what I have to say. Yeah, I know she just joined. That's okay. I mean, I'm not mad at her in any way, shape, or form. But what I would like, and it's interesting she says that, and what I would like to say is, see, Inabag, hey Inabag, Eileen Wuornos, it's impromptu, spur of the moment. So I didn't announce it anywhere. So what I'm saying is, yes, at the end of it all, like I said right in the beginning, if you take two individuals and expose them to the same trauma, each of them would react to the trauma in a different way, right? So yes, we can go back and say, well, so many women, so many young girls and young boys, so many kids, little children have been abused and abused and abused and abused as children. How come they've all not gone on to become serial killers? And that is an absolutely logical question, very acceptable question, and there's no particular answer to that. Except, in my humble opinion, people react differently to different levels, to different trauma, to trauma, basically, right? How you process it, how you deal with it. What support did you get? Did society finally step in and offer you some comfort, some support, or did you, by your own individual merit, come out of it? God bless you. But how often do we? I'm not condoning. I'm not making excuses for what she did. Let me make that clear. But it's so unfortunate that even till today, we still tell them that, the first reaction is, yes, you're a bad person. Nobody ever stops to think, hold on a second. Now, I agree. Disclaimer, there are some people you can literally say they popped out of the womb like that, like evil people. I get it. But for the most part, a lot of these people didn't come out evil like that. They're victims of circumstances themselves. So yes, we have to hold them accountable for what they did, yes. But are we holding all those abusers accountable for what they did to people like Eileen Wuornos? Are we holding them accountable? Why aren't we holding them accountable? How come we forget them and then she does all this to protect herself or whatever, why ever she did it? I don't know what was going through her head. All of a sudden she's a bad person. What about all those bad people who did all those bad things to her when she was a child? What about all that? I want to talk about one really quick thing, y'all. Let me, she's not the first and she's not going to be the last person either. Give me 1 second. Hang on 1 second. Okay, I'm going to do this case because this is unbelievable. Okay, this year, oh my God, it just breaks my heart. This year, no, these advertisements. This happened 70 years ago. 70 years ago. This is a 14-year-old African American child. Forget I said that. I take it back. I retract that statement. Let me rephrase it. 70 years ago, a 14-year-old child was executed by via the electric chair. 70 years ago. Okay? You guys, you get that? Now let me get into the details of that. This 14-year-old child, in a period of literally, I don't know, from the day he was arrested to the day he was put to death was barely even 3 months. And the jury took less than, I don't know, maybe an hour at the most to come back out and say, yeah, he's responsible. This 14-year-old child, George Steiny Jr., African American young boy, he was accused of murdering two little, I'm not trying to rile up feathers here, so please don't come at me. This is just information, and this is way back when, 70 years ago. Okay? Because two young white girls that he stopped and he spoke with while he had a sibling with him, because they were just crossing paths and little kids, hey, how are you? That type of a thing. And those two girls go missing and they turn up dead. And because he was seen talking to them, they all just jumped to conclusions that he killed them. 14-year-old child. And those two sisters were younger than him, the two white girls. Subsequently come to find out, listen to this, the 12 people who were in jury, all white men. Subsequently, they came to find out that one of the jurors was the one who raped and murdered those girls. Go figure. Go figure. He had no representation in court. He was not allowed to see his parents. He wasn't tall enough or heavy enough to be electrocuted, so they had to do some quick adjustments. 70 years ago. Now, right? His family obviously were so traumatized by this. They haven't been able to get over it, but they've still gone on to live. They're law-abiding citizens, as was he, as were his parents. The injustice of it all. What I'm trying to say, and I know segued into that, is when we look at our court system, right, even the court, right, even till today, this is a crime, this person did it, we're going to deal with that. They never go back and they look as to, hold on a second, did she deserve the death penalty? Did Jane Doe deserve the death penalty? Did John Doe deserve the death penalty? What drove him to do these things? Now, y'all may come at me and say, well, Kirtana, you take a life, we'll take your life. People may say that, right? In certain aspects, yes. You know, these people who go and rob and steal from somebody and just shoot people and do all that bullcrap, absolutely. But in specific cases like this, where it has been proven that they have had so much of trauma and so much of abuse, and then they go on to take the life of their abuser, what is the right verdict? What is the right sentence? I'm just throwing it out there so we can all stop and think about that for a second. It's just having a conversation. That's it. It's very unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Okay, I better stop with my gabbing because I won't get anywhere. And this live will become like 10 hours long. I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's true. It's not long ago. But then again, thank you, Texas Patriot, as always. Okay, let's get on with this, y'all, because I will get so stuck on all this. At such a young age, is a child, like how 9-10-year-old child getting pregnant, y'all? Can you comprehend that? Oh my goodness. Seven of Pentacles. The Hermit card, not at all surprised. Not at all surprised. Very interesting. Nine of Wands. Ten of Wands. Oh my God. Absolutely not at all surprised. Let's take this. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. As we know, patience, hard work, right? You have to have patience because success is going to be delayed. We'll see how that ties into this. Then we have the Hermit card. Hermit card, as we all know, is a Virgo card, and it talks about looking inwards, okay? Talks about finding within yourself the way to wisdom, figuring out, going inwards, reflecting. And don't we have a Virgo right here? Oops, that doesn't help. Right? So, yes, there was a lot of soul searching. There was a lot of soul searching. Many a time you would have caught her kind of, far away thinking about things. And also that Pisces, they tend to kind of go off in their minds and think about things. So she did do a lot of soul searching. And she did. She couldn't figure out a way where she can cut loose and go on, because that push and pull within herself, wanting, craving, needing that attention, needing that perfect idyllic relationship with, it so happened to be Tyria, and also going out and pursuing these men, or vice versa, and doing what she did. It was literally mercurial, like switch on, switch off. Then we have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands, as we talk about, is keeping within your boundaries, maintaining your boundaries, staying well within your limits. She did try. But that was the issue. She did try, but there was no way she could hold on to that. There was no way she could maintain those boundaries. She'd maintain it up to a point, and something would trigger her, and then she would have to break free. And then you have the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands does talk about beautiful, beautiful artwork. I have to get another one of these decks. I love this deck. It's a beautiful card. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands does talk about, carrying the burden, having the stress, having the tension of carrying this big weight on your shoulders, this monkey on your back that you can't shrug off. She did realize that there was no way that she was going to be able to break free of this particular mantle that was put on her. It's almost like a turtle shell that's stuck on your back that you can never shrug off. It's like that monkey on your back that you could never get rid of. She knew soon enough that no way under the sun would she be able to get this off of her. Like wash her hands off that side of her life, that side of her character, and turn it off forever, and go on to live her life. I see her, this is a visual I'm getting, I see her literally like sobbing her guts out and sobbing her guts out and asking God, please help me, please get me out of this, please get me out of this. When initially, like as a young woman, like 19, 20, 21 years old, it's a surprise to me that she didn't actually succeed in committing suicide. Let me see if those cards pop out. If the Tower and the Hangman and all that pop out. I think she has tried to, and I'm surprised that she didn't succeed in that endeavor, in that action. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Wait, I'm coming. Ow, stuck. What? Okay. Eight of Wands. I thought Mark was talking to me. He's talking to somebody on the phone. So we have Eight of Wands, right? And the Eight of Wands does talk about speedy action, quick changes, right? I do believe that she had a lot of thoughts in her head, where she went from one end of the spectrum to the other, and vacillating thoughts and ideas. Okay? And I'm going to say that she did try to commit suicide. She did. She just wasn't successful, y'all. She did. She did. But she wasn't successful. She's laughing. She goes, oh, heck yeah. I'm glad I didn't. Why should I die because of these Fuckers? The King of Cups. Oh my God, I have to laugh. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And the Knight of Wands. So with the King of Cups, there was a period of time where she kind of snapped out of it, and that's when she compartmentalized it and turned off her emotions. She was like, I'm done. because she felt that no matter how much she tried, she would get pushed back, she would get hit in the head, she would get hit in the heart. Okay? And with the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands does talk about, you know, she did have that there was something about her, do I want to call it lustiness, or some aspect of her, as much as, you know, you think, why did these men go with her? That's because there was something about her character that she could entice these men, and that's how they would get trapped. Y'all, I'm just seeing in my camera, my whole face has gone so red because I was out with my boy in the sun. I'm just looking, I'm like, oh my God, I look red. So there was something about her that they found attractive or drawn to, and that's how she was able to bring them in. You know, I'm going to stop with this because we have a lot more to cover. Hang on one second, everybody. I really want another one of those sets. Hang on, everybody. Let's pick this up. I'm missing all of them. Do we know if she ever had any cycle? No, she did not. She was completely, like, literally butchered, y'all. Literally, there was nothing left to her. Now here. So let me read this. Richard Charles Mallory, David Andrew Spears, Charles Edmund Carskadden, Peter Abraham Siems, SIEMS, Troy Eugene Burress, Charles Richard Humphreys, Walter Geno Antonio. Now, Richard Charles Mallory, I see as 7 and 7th house. Let me see. She's a Pisces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th house is Virgo again. Oh my God. Hang on, y'all. David Andrew Spears. 1, 2, 3, Taurus. Charles, 10th house. 12, 11, 10th. 11th house. Capricorn. 12th house, Aquarius. Right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Then 8th house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Libra. I knew Libra was going to pop out at some time. 4th house. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gemini. So what I wanted to do now was, so she's a Pisces, right? I wanted to look at Richard Charles Mallory. Don't ask me how I come to these numbers, but it is 7. And for her as a Pisces, her 7th house is Virgo. Okay? David Andrew Spears is 3, and for her 3rd house is Taurus. Charles Edmund Carskadden is 10, and for her the 10th house is Sagittarius. Peter Abraham Siems is 11, and for her the 11th house is Capricorn. Troy Eugene Burress is 12, and for her the 12th house is Aquarius. Charles Richard Humphrey is 8, and for her the 8th house is Libra. And Walter Geno Antonio is 4, and for her the 4th house is Gemini. Interesting, because we saw Virgo, we saw Taurus, right? We saw Sagittarius, we saw Aquarius, we didn't see Libra, and we saw Gemini because Mercury. So Libra hasn't popped up so far, and Capricorn hasn't popped up so far. So I wonder why, because everything else is tied. So let's do this. Quick look at Charles Mallory. Richard Charles Mallory. Saturn. So I'm going to do, did it even show? Okay, Saturn. I'm going to do 2-3 cards for each person, otherwise it goes yeah, those men went there to trade marbles for sure. So the Devil card, really quick. So I'm seeing Richard Charles Mallory, right? The Hierophant. So we have Saturn, the Devil card, and the Hierophant. So Saturn, as we all know, is constricting. The Devil card, as we all know, is Capricorn. Remember, I said the only cards that haven't popped up is Capricorn and Libra. Capricorn has popped up. And Capricorn, yeah, that's funny. So, well, it's not funny, but deviant sexual energies, no wonder. And the Hierophant, I do believe is a Taurus energy. Taurus shows up again, and it talks about mercy, compassion, and need for approval, conformity, mind, body, and spirit. So definitely this individual, I wouldn't be surprised if he did have some ties to, I don't know, I haven't looked up, I just got their names of, who her victims were. If he had some ties to his faith, like church or whatever, like he was big on that, but on the side he did have these negative little dalliances, devious dalliances, and sexual deviant sexual energies. And this is not his first rodeo, and he has definitely, without a doubt, had and has abused women, okay, and kids. That's popping up in my head before he even met Eileen. That's this guy. There was some bondage involved here, okay? Absolutely. Now let's look at, what's his face's name? David Andrew Spears. David Andrew Spears. Joan Hall. Hey John, what are you talking about? Jacqueline Nell says, energetically, Kirtana, if you take on many partners, don't you also get some on their goo-goos home with you? You mean some of the negative energies home with you? Probably, absolutely. I hope I understood your question, girl. David Andrew Spears. David Andrew Spears. Show me David Andrew Spears. Air. Justice. David Andrew Spears. David Andrew Spears. David Andrew Spears. Libra. Hey, Libra showed up. Oh my goodness. So Capricorn, the Devil card, and Libra both showed up. Those are the only two that were missing, and they all showed up. This one. Six of Cups. Hang on. Come on, focus. Six of Cups. So with him, David Andrew Spears, I'm going to say there was a lot of cerebral conversations, talking. For her, he brought back memories from the past. And she had to, there was something he said. Now, I don't know, I haven't read each and every case and exactly how they died. This is what the cards are showing me. Okay, I could be wrong. I don't know, maybe it's not matching. I don't know, because I haven't read each individual case. Okay, as in like whatever they come out in court. But the cards are showing me there was a lot of chitter chatter, lot of talk. And something he said or did brought memories from the past trauma to her. And instantly she was like, justice, done. Okay. Charles Edmund What you doing, Puka? Huh? Charles Edmund Karsk, Gemini. Okay. Justice. Mercurial energy. Justice. She's Pisces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. King of Swords. Very mercurial. I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know if anybody can find this information. Did she like kind of think about it before she executed this guy? Did she go back and forth? I feel like she kind of tried to I don't want to use the words play with him, but she kind of was like, do I want to, don't I? She kind of thought about it. I think that with this guy, what's his face's name, Charles Edmund Karskaden, I feel like she did try to go back. Like she hesitated. That's what I'm trying to say. I think she kind of hesitated. And King of Swords, he tried to come across as being very like, oh, look at me, I'm so smart, I'm so intelligent. And she was like, F-U-C-K, you're not, you know. But I think she kind of wasn't sure if she wanted to. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyria also had something to do, interactions with this guy, Charles Edmund Karskaden. That's what I'm thinking. All right, moving on. Peter Abraham Sims. Peter Abraham Sims. I wouldn't be surprised if the Capricorn card pops up. Peter Abraham Sims. Air card again. The Moon card. Huh, interesting. The Moon card. Nine of Wands. I want to say with him, I want to say that with Peter Abraham Sims, I want to say with him, she definitely did try to persuade him to stay within his limits, but he didn't. And she too tried to stay within her limits and she couldn't. I do believe that this, but with the Peter Abraham Sims, she was with the Moon card, how shall I say, was she under the influence of something at that time? Or she had just recovered from it? Or she had had a hangover and she just recovered from it? Because I feel like this is the one thing, this Peter Abraham Sims, that there's still something not clear about that death. There's still something that's not completely cleared. Like all is not known, I feel. I don't know, y'all. Y'all have to kind of tell me, but... Which one, honey? Gypsy girl, which deck are you talking about? This is Days 1. My faithful. These are my standards. This is my Bobby Aries zodiac. You all know that. And this is my Zozia, whatever it's called. Which one are you? Mama Sabi says I'm making dinner. Takes it. This one? Are you talking about this one? That I'll reveal in another video. It's the Hush. I'll do a thing for it. I think one of these Saturdays, what I'll do a. Y'all send me an email or put it in the text over here right now. If y'all have any particular decks that y'all were looking at, and you want me to do an actual review of a deck, even if I don't have it. Actually, tomorrow I'm going out shopping. If I stop by and if I see something, and if I see the particular deck, then I might buy it and we'll do a live on that on a Saturday. So let me know though. It's a Hush tarot. I'll do a review on that. It's beautiful. I love it. The artwork. Some of the decks I have, the artwork is just phenomenal, y'all. Okay, moving on. Troy Eugene Burris. I don't know why I feel like I don't even have pictures of these people. I wish I had pulled up their pictures. The Sun. Let me see if I can get a picture of Troy. Eugene Burris. There, let me see. I never even thought about images. He looks exactly like the way I figured him. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait, did they have... Well, let me see. The Sun card came up. So Leo... Wait, let me see what is... He was her fifth victim. Interesting. See, but I don't have his date of birth. Date of death is August 4th, 1990. Anyway, let's get on with this. So he has a Sun card. Did he have... Well, August 4th is Leo, correct? So no wonder the Sun card popped up, but we'll see. Oh, this is the Spice Box deck. This one. That's what I call it. Troy Eugene Burris. Judgment. I wouldn't be surprised if Troy Eugene Burris was slightly aggressive. Wow, I'm going to take those 3 cards popped up. Very emotional. Okay. All right. So, these are the cards that popped up. This is very, 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 very interesting. Very interesting. Right? So, what we have here is Page of Cups, 5 of Cups, and Knight of Cups. We have the Sun card and we have the Judgment card. Troy, what's his name? Eugene Burris, to her appeared to be very pushy, very aggressive. He appeared to be pushy and aggressive, okay, and she did not like that. With the Page of Cups, okay, she did try to, she offered him something and she volunteered for something, but he actually initially ignored her. 5 of Cups, she felt like she was left out in the cold, that he didn't take her up on her offer, which upset her. And then with the Knight of Cups, then she comes back with a stronger, more insistent proposal. And that's how she was able to draw him in. Wow. Girl, let me tell ya. Charles Richard Humphreys. Hey Araceli, why was she with her first husband? Would she have killed him if given a chance? I don't know. I didn't look him up though. I don't know, honey. Yeah, the Spice Box, yeah. Scorpio. The Lovers card. Hang on one second. Oh, thank you, girl. She sent me all the pictures. Thank you, honey. Who are we doing now? Charles Richard Humphreys. There he is. Yeah, I cannot. I'll show you all the pictures. She was kind enough to show it me. I'll blow it up and I'll show it to you guys. So we're doing for Charles Richard Humphreys, okay? Charles Richard Humphreys, Scorpio, the Lovers card. And the Six of Cups. I want to say this guy tried his very best to get away. I believe this guy also tried to, you know, when he realized how things were going or where it was headed, first and foremost, he was caught off guard. I want to say he tried his very best to kind of tell her, you know what, don't worry about it, you don't have to do this, I can offer you something, I can take care of you. That must have been in the conversations just before he realized that she was going to off him. So when he got that inkling, he was like, you don't have to go through this, you'll never have to struggle another day, you don't have to worry about it, I'll take care of you, I will do this, and we can have the Six of Cups, give and take, that kind of a thing. But she was like, nah, you looked at me wrong, and that was that. Then we have Walter Geno Antonio. What's that? I missed something. Susie Q says, Yina has great guest be gone tactics. Yina Bug is awesome. I have a couple of other things to say in a little bit. What is this? Can y'all see me, y'all? Somebody give me a thumbs up, because this thing popped up something on my screen and I'm like, what the hey is going on? Can you see me? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, view. What the hey is this? Can somebody give me a thumbs up if you can see me still, because some weird message popped up on my screen. I can see you and hear you. Okay, cool. Thank you. Some weird message over there. So I was like, thank you, y'all. For a second, I was like, what the hell is going on? Thank you, honey. I do appreciate y'all. Debbie Bagley, Lisa Lot Nilsson. First time I'm seeing you. Thank you for joining us. Ines Feliciano, hello. Rosalie Hatch. Yeah, some new people. Julie Petty, I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, I want to address a couple of things after that, and hang on one second. Walter Geno Antonio. Uranus. This was very sudden. I don't know, I haven't read how she killed them and all the graphic details. Yeah, they were all old men, daddy issues. Ninth house. Father, distant travel, higher education, intellect, ninth house. Father. Thank you, Carriage House. Woo! Hello. 2. Right? The High Priestess. This one was sudden for Walter Geno Antonio. This one was sudden. Very fast. He liked her in the sense she came across as being the, I'm going to get graphic. She might have offed him when he was fallen asleep or something, or when he was unconscious. She might have offed him while he had fallen asleep or when he was unconscious. I'll tell you one more thing though. With Walter Geno Antonio, she came across as being, she portrayed herself as being like a high priestess. And it was very sudden shocks. I think she offed him when he was asleep or unconscious. There's something else I wanted to do over here. I'm going to get one card from this deck to see what her overall thing is. Okay. I want to make a couple of announcements. Y'all stay with me. I'm not. What popped out was Colorless Angel, but I'm going to shuffle again because I wasn't prepared. I was saying something else. alone in the world. She always felt alone in the world. This is how she feels. This is how her spirit feels, which is so unfortunate. So unfortunate. Can you imagine living your whole life like that? Can you imagine? Like, how do you live your whole life like that? Right? We can continue. I'm gonna give you guys some more. Ask you if you have any questions. But before I do that, I want to make a couple of announcements, everybody. And see, again, when I say these things, I don't want people to get upset. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but sometimes we need to make certain announcements. So first and foremost, I want to take a moment. Forget my hair, it's not important. She hasn't said anything, but she did send me her email, and I cross-checked and everything matched up. So I don't know, I didn't go and see, okay, this young lady's name is Alicia. Okay, I'm not going to say her last name because she has not posted it over here on my channel, but Alicia. So I got this random email saying that, my mom died. I really desperately need help. Can you please help me? And I was like, okay, what? I didn't understand what she meant by help. So then I asked her, she goes, can you please help me? She says, here's my mom, here's a Facebook thingy, my mom passed and I need help me. So I don't know what type of help, because her next email is, and she literally in a day she sent me boom, boom, boom emails, right? So she sent me at 11:40, then 4:19, then 4:33, then 5:10, so then 6:57. So it's like the same day, so many emails, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I was like, okay, what's going on? And one email says, can you please help me? And I said, okay, what is your mother's name, her date of birth, and did she die of natural causes or not? And then she gives me her name, her date of birth, and she said it was natural causes. Then she sends me another email at 6:57, and she goes, did you get my message, Kirtana? And at that point I was like, yeah, I did get your message, yes, whatever. I assumed she wanted a personal reading. So then I sent her, because all she said was, can you help me? Can you help me as in, can you do a personal reading? That's how I took it. So I sent her my standard, the thing I do for personal readings. And then she goes, her next email was a little bit weird, and I was like, whatever, what's going on, girl? And she goes, I don't even have money to bury my mama. And that broke my heart, because I was like, you know what, nobody should be in a situation like that, correct? Nobody should. So and I said, I understand, but I don't know, what do you want me to do, a free reading? That's fine, I can do that. But you have to be specific. Just help me, meaning what, how? And so she goes, I said, I want your username. What is the username you go by on my channel? Because I want to verify. She claims that she's a diehard subscriber or something. And I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys know that. And so then I went and did some research, because I had to protect myself, right? I have to make sure, because I get a lot of people sending me these random emails, y'all. I kid you not. So whenever I get emails like that, I don't just blindly jump, because I have been taken for a ride a couple of times, and come to find out these people, they send me these pictures of their children, them and their husband, and they say, my husband has been missing for the past 15 years. Can you help me? And I immediately, like a fool, like this very gullible fool that I am, I jump in and I say, oh, no problem, I'll do a free reading for you. And then once you start the reading, and then it comes to light that, no, honey, this is baby daddy dramas. Because I can tell in the reading, when I draw the cards and do the astrology, I see it. So even if you're lying to me, it all pops out over here. And I got really pissed, and I called her on it. This was about 4 or 5 months ago. And I called her on it. I said, look, you implied that he was missing and you can't find him, and nobody knows where he is, so we don't know whether he's alive or dead. That's what you implied in your email. Those were your exact words. That's why I said, and now in the reading, no, he's not dead. He's very much alive, and no, he's not missing. You're the one who doesn't want to give your children to him for visitation rights. And then she got all mad at me. I said, no, this is baby daddy issues. Please don't bring this kind of drama to me ever again. I never charged her a penny. I never asked her to even donate. Nothing. And once I called her bluff, she was gone. So that has happened to me a couple of times, and now I'm being very careful. It's like, no, people, don't take my kindness to be a weakness. It isn't. Like, don't. So I then had to kind of go and research and say, okay, who is this young lady? Because I had to protect myself. And I think she got a little pissed with me for asking all these questions, and I don't blame her. See, because she must think, oh, this big YouTube channel, well, I'm not big. Oh, I'm asking her to help me and she's not helping me. But it's not that I'm not helping you. I want to make sure that you warrant that help. And then if yes, then I will most certainly help you. If I can, in any small way that I can, whichever small way to the best of my ability, I will help you. So then I sent her an email. I said, now I get it, because I did my own little research, etc., and come to find out that yes, there's a funeral arrangements being made for a mother. And yes, her name is mentioned, etc., I did cross-check to see all that stuff. And I said, okay, fine, I'll be more than happy to do a reading. But what put me off was, in her message, she clearly says, I don't even... See, when I sent her that email about what fees I charge, because at that time I thought she was wanting a reading, her next message, a single line, and it is a little crude, I feel, she goes... I don't even have money to bury my mama. And then when I go back and I look, I can clearly see that, funeral arrangements have been made and the funeral services have been announced and all that is fine. So that kind of threw me off a little. I go, girl, don't come at me and say you don't have money to bury your mama when the funeral arrangements have already been made and it's been announced. Clearly it has been paid for, or the funeral homes won't do it. I'll be more than happy to do a free reading, but then when you try to fib around like that, it doesn't sit very well. Please accept my condolences. It's never easy to lose a loved one. I get that point. I get it. I've lost my parents. I'm an only child. I've lost other people in my family. I've lost a friend. My best buddy I went to school with. We were like, I don't know, you could call us twinsies. She was living in England. Okay, by the way, her husband is a neurosurgeon and she was a gynecologist. 2 little girls, twins. They wake up in the morning, eating cereal before they go to school, just sitting at the breakfast table, and she just goes like that and her head hits the table. Dead. Brain aneurysm. What are you going to do? None of us were prepared, and the 2 little kids are sitting right there, husband is standing right there, and in a micro millisecond, the mom's from alive eating cereal to dead gone. So I get it. I mean, it's very traumatic, but you have to be transparent with me, and you also have to be respectful of the fact that when I ask questions, like, it's not that I'm evading or I don't want to help. I want to make sure that it's legit, right? Because of my past experiences. So please understand that. And if you get mad at me for asking those questions simply because I want to protect myself, then that's not my problem. That's your problem. So that's one thing. Okay, and again, people, if the shoe doesn't fit, don't even bother. If it fits, then the message is for you, correct? So that's one thing that kind of really bothered me today, and I was like, girl, whatever. Show victim's photo. Yes, I do. And one more announcement I want to make. What is it? Gypsy Girl says... Some people are just, it's like, don't lie to me and say you don't have money to bury your mama when clearly all that's already been taken care of. That's a flat out lie. No. Let me show you this. Okay. So if there's a reflection, I apologize. Can you all see that? And look at all these guys. They're all older men, aren't they? Thank you, Texas Patriot, for sending me this message. So, Richard Mallory, David Spears, Charles Carskadden, Peter Seams, Troy Burress, Charles Humphreys, Walter Geno Antonio. I don't understand. The fact that her mother's dead, that's not a lie. That's not a lie, because based on, I don't know if she's the same Alicia, who just happens to, absolute Alicia, or if they're 2 people who have the same name and something's I don't know, y'all, because, Kirtana, you could say that, am I the only Kirtana in the world? Probably not, but it's not as common a name as Alicia, Jane, or Jenny, or Anna, or whatever. So, benefit of doubt, yeah, it matched up. So and so by that name is dead, and that person's daughter is named Alicia or something. So I won't mention the last name, but I will help y'all. Listen, I've said it from the very beginning. I will absolutely, because what else is there? I mean, if I cannot help my fellow human beings, when I can help, I'm in a position to help, and I don't help, what kind of person does that make me? I can't live with myself. I will do it, and I have done. But what bothers me is when you come up with all these stories like, he's been missing for 15 years only to find out his baby daddy issues and the fault is yours, and you're just trying to wrangle a free reading out of me. And I didn't even say donate or nothing. I was like, she's marked in my books. I will never do a reading for her. And subsequently, 2 or 3 days after that, I got another email from somebody else. I guarantee it was her friend, saying that, oh, I have a situation, I really need help. And, oh my God, something is in my eye. Hang on, y'all. Oh my goodness. Yep, there it is. Oh my goodness. Hang on, y'all. I'm so sorry. I got oh my God. Ooh, baby. Oh my God. One more. Oh. Yeah. No. I'm so sorry. Hang on, y'all. I got a hair in my eye, and that is kind of driving me insane right now. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I won't bother with that anymore. I'm going to have to. And so she sends me this email saying that, can you please, I'm in deep trouble and all that. Then I just responded, because that's the vibe I got. And then I responded, I said, look, if this is any baby daddy or baby mama issues and all, I don't do such readings. I'm sorry, you need to find somebody else who's a better fit for you, and to heck with it. I'm not. But nothing like a hair. Yeah, girl. Yes, Susie Q. You feel me? Ooh, baby. Oh, it's crazy. Another thing I wanted to say is I got 4 emails, okay? Today is what, 30th. I'll tell you the dates of these emails. I got 1 email on the 26th, 1 on the 27th, okay? And 2 yesterday. So the email was basically, I won't go into the names or etc. If somebody is saying, well, Kirtana, if I have to prove it and print it out and black it out and show it to you all, I'd be more than happy to do it. But I won't mention their names. People asking me questions about, who else is the co-creator of this channel and that sort of a thing. So I just wanted to address that. There is no co-creator of this channel. There is no co-creator of the Real Astrology 1123. I am the only creator, the sole and single creator and owner of the Real Tarot 1123 and the Real Astrology 1123 channels. Nobody else is a co-creator. Nobody else has assisted me. I don't have any partners, none of that. The only other thing I can say is Texas Patriot, she is my moderator. Okay, and per the norms or whatever, she's a moderator because I asked her if she would like to be, and we have our understanding. I have the utmost respect for her. I love her. She's an awesome person. The very first email I got from her, don't ask me why, I could tell that she's a person of integrity, of honor, of respect. And she's another one who shoots straight from the hip. And I love that in people. And I think I mentioned this a couple of times. I thought about it. I don't just blindly, a lot of y'all had said, we need a moderator, you need a moderator, get yourself a moderator. And I kept kind of hedging a little bit because I want to observe, I want to see. I already have picked my other moderators already. I just haven't let them know. In the near future, I will, because I will need more moderators. And no, Texas Patriot isn't going anywhere, and she better not, because she's stuck with me, and that's that. Texas Patriot. But she is my moderator, and she is not a co-creator or anything of this channel. She's just a moderator, just as I would get anybody else to add on as a moderator. Moderator is just very simply this, to help in the chat room. Moderators have no contributions to the creativity of the channel, or no other contributions thereof. Okay, having said that, I'm not trying to diminish it or disrespect anything that moderators do. It's a lot, and I do appreciate it, and she knows it, and I've said it time and time and again. And she knows, okay, for as long as she wants to be a moderator on my channel, she ain't going nowhere as far as I'm concerned, unless she says, Kirtana, I can't do it no more, and she stops. That's going to be the same approach I'm going to have to the other moderators that I'm planning on picking. And one thing I will tell you is, as far as picking my other moderators, I have actually discussed it with Texas Patriot, and the reason, but ultimately the decision is mine who I pick. That is clearly obvious. But the reason why I also asked her for her input is because I want all of us to get along. It's not just me. I want all my moderators also to understand, like, where I come. I think Texas Patriot has kind of got me, like, she understands me, the kind of person I am. So I want the other moderators also for all of us to be on the same page, and to understand each other and know exactly. And I want all of us to get along too, like as moderators, right? Because I want to be able to set it up in such. Yes, I'm a very young channel. Yes, I don't have that many, like 100,000 or 200,000. I hope I get there. I truly wish I did. I would really love it. But I'm sure as the channel grows, there is a need for more moderators. And so once I start doing that, there is a great element of trust and respect between me and my moderator. Vice versa, both of us. And Texas Patriot, I hope you don't mind. In this aspect, I'm speaking on your behalf. I'm sure she trusts me and respects me as much as I trust her and respect her. That's mutual. So that's the same level of trust and respect I want with my other moderators. So I don't pick lightly. I don't just randomly pick. And I spoke with her. I said, what do you think about this person? What do you think about my decision? I've already made in my head. And I'm the ultimate decision maker as far as that is concerned. But I want her input too, because she's also going to be involved in all of this, right? So I just want you all to know that moderators are there to help me. If they care to. If they don't care to, they don't have to. And at any point in time, they can say, look, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be associated as a moderator, or I don't even want to be a part of your channel. Like, nobody's forcing them to do it, right? It's like, if you would, please, thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you don't, hey, no worries. Totally cool. Life is great, right? Because I don't want, relationships are important to me, y'all. Because at the end of the day, what do we have? Like, what do we have? Right? The fact that somebody thinks of you in good light, with respect and with love, that really is what really matters. Like, nothing else really does. So relationships are very important for me, and I don't just build them lightly. For me, it's, there's a lot of exchanges, give and take, understanding people, and yet respecting boundaries, right? That is the most important thing. I respect her boundaries and she respects mine. And it's not like we sat and we had a checklist and we said, Texas Patriot this, and Kirtana this. It's not that. We just kind of understood each other, and we've fallen into that. So there has to be that maintenance of boundaries. There has to be that respect. There has to be that understanding that, look, these are, if I say don't do that, don't get upset. I'm not picking on you. It's because of XYZ. And that's what I'm looking for. So I just wanted to come here and let you all know that Texas Patriot is awesome. I love her. She's always going to be here. And thank you. But at the end of the day, I'm the only sole creator of this channel, because a couple of people were asking me, somebody said that we want to talk to her and see if she's okay with it. No, honey, I make the decisions as to who's going to be the next moderator, etc. And I'm not saying it because of ego. I'm just stating it very clearly. Like, that's it. So I hope you'll understand. Don't think that I'm being egotistical or, oh, look at her. No, that's not. I'm just stating it very simply. So I hope you'll understand. So I have already decided who my other moderators are going to be, and we agree, and we'll get to that shortly, because once we start doing that what's that? Oh my God, what is that called? Unibug suggestion. What was that? Freestyle Fridays. Isn't that what you said? Freestyle Fridays? I better note it down. Freestyle Fridays. Correct? Okay. So then definitely, because I'm thinking the way things will go is, we'll have at least about 50 people, and if it gets too much, then we may split it into 2 sessions, because we want to give everybody an opportunity to actually speak. It's not like 49 people are muted and only one person does the talking. I don't want that. I want everybody to have a chance to talk. And then again, we can't be on that for 10 hours, right? I mean, we have to be cognizant about that. So thank you everybody for understanding, and I hope you all took it in the spirit that it was meant, right? Ursula Love says, hi Ursula. Okay, she's the best. Who's the one who said she's the best cat wrangler? I had to laugh at that. Yes, Beverly Morganson, Arabian Horse, yes. Yeah, that's the most important thing. We should all understand each other, right, Sandra? We should, I don't want any feathers flying in my hen house. Yeah, but Enabug, that was your suggestion and I love it. Thank you so much. That was Enabug pushing for it. And I do appreciate it because I like that, the fact that what do you all want to see, what do you all want to, whatever. Okay, now what questions do you all have about, before I get back to, what questions do you all have with regards to Eileen Warnos? Any specific questions so I can draw some cards? Texas Patriot keeps me in line too, because sometimes when I go squirrel, honey bunches of, when I go squirrel, she'll be like, focus please. And I love that. I really love that. Any questions regarding Eileen Warnos, y'all? So announcement, did y'all know, right? The last Friday of every month. The last Friday of every month is when we are going to have the Freestyle Fridays via Zoom. Now on that Friday, the last Friday of that month, we won't have a live stream. I'll just have a video. Friday Night Fridays, I'll have a video. I won't go live, but instead of going live, we will do the Freestyle Fridays on Zoom. So basically you get a 2 for there, right? So now, if we had only, like if I hadn't been sleeping on it, we could have had that on 28th, but anyhow. So now the last Friday is going to be 25th February is Freestyle Friday via Zoom. Let me make, give me a second, Suzy Q. I see your question, I'll get to it. Let me make one thing very clear, okay? On February, did I say 22nd and 23rd is when I'm going to be accepting email requests for please send me the Zoom invitation, okay? But when you send your email, very clearly in the subject matter, say requesting invite for Zoom Freestyle Friday. And you have to mention your username. Now, because sometimes you'll send me emails which are way different from your username. I don't know. Sometimes I get up to about 100 emails a day, y'all. Seriously, no jokes. On very, very slow days, maybe I get about 30 to 50. So, and sometimes it's more than that too. So it's like, I'm like, ooh, it's literally like, what's going on? And of course, a lot of those emails are also asking me for private readings and stuff like that. So 22nd and 23rd is when I'm going to open up, okay, asking y'all to send me if you want to be put on the list. Then on the 24th, I'll send out all the invitations with the Zoom links, right? Only request I have is if you can't make it, that's fine. That's totally fine. Just let me know if you can, please, in advance, because if I'm sending out 50 invitations and I stop at 50, and you all don't show up, then the other 50 people could have, I mean, the other people who wanted on, they get denied, right? So that's the only request I have. If you all please let me know. Yes, y'all, I'm going to do that chat thingamajiggy, you know, where we can have a page where all of y'all can go freely chat, and I'm looking into that. Just give me some time, let me get there. Ursula Love says her glasses were off when Aquarius came, and so not weird. Zoom is, and by the way, y'all, Zoom is absolutely free. You don't have to have an account, and you certainly don't need to pay. I am the host. I have paid for it. I will send out the invitation. You click on it and you just show up. You don't pay. You don't even have to have an account. FYI. Okay. Somebody asked. Now I asked, do you all have any questions? With Freestyle Fridays, yeah. Is Eileen at rest? Okay. Let me ask. Is Eileen at rest? Which deck do I want to use? Because I want to. Let's see. Let us see. This is another thing that I have going on with my beautiful boy over here, my Mr. Bernie, is static, y'all. Come winter season, because we are all wearing our boots and our sweaters and whatever, and you know, with blankies and all that, and his fur, I don't know why we're always zapping each other all the time. It's funnier than heck. He goes, oh my God, what was that, Mom? And I'm like, dude, that wasn't me, that was you. It's funny, you should see his face. Is Eileen at rest? Is Eileen at rest? Aquarius girl goes, where feathers flying in the hen house? No, honey. No, they went. Wah wah. No feathers are flying today. Just getting some things like, you know, okay. Ooh. Oh my God, dog, seriously? Calm down. Hang on, everybody. Hang on, everybody. I ain't going nowhere. I couldn't cry to save my life, y'all. That was so sad sounding. What is going on? That is crazy. That is annoying me. Hang on, everybody. Just hang on, okay? Do I want to do those? Do I want to do, yep, those. I figured as much. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. No. Whoa, this has blown me completely out of the water. It is so weird. It is so weird. So I put those aside, those shells, because I was like, okay, there's something, I don't know, maybe I need to cleanse these shells or whatever. They just don't want to work with me. And I have 3 sets of 4. So these are these 4 here. Let me show you these. Right? So these are 4. I'm going to put this in this bag. And I'm going to set these aside here. Then I have a set of 4 and a set of 4. Let me show you. So 4 and 4, right? Woo! So I have a set of 4 here and a set of 4 here. Now these are consistently giving me, no, she's not. But the surprising thing is, the shell wants to stand on the side like that, which is considered an open. She's not at peace. But we won't stop there. We are going to get another confirmation. The lady, the ship, hang on y'all, the fox, the lilies. I'm going to look at that. Hang on 1 second y'all, because I'm going to be sure. Give me 1 second. That's her, I can tell. Okay. I don't know. I feel like she is stranded. Separation is stranded with the ship and the fox. I don't think she has moved on. Treachery. That's unfortunate. I don't think she's moved on, y'all. She's obviously, she is, you know, trying to, but rough waters. Unfortunately, she hasn't been able to let go of her the treachery she has experienced in her life, and trying to put it to rest, but can't, because it's almost toxic. It's like, I want to put it to rest, but I really can't. I am going to try something else. Can you show me, Eileen, if you are at rest? Show me if you are at rest. I don't think she is. I'm not getting that energy from her. I don't think she is. She's not. Oh my God. feel like, for her, I feel like she felt she was like literally butchered, trashed in every way, shape, or form imaginable from the very first beginning. Triumph of lies. Hang on. Masquerade. I don't think she is moved on. I don't think so, because even though she feels that her physical body is gone, she still feels that pain that she has experienced for all the torture and abuse. And it's almost like people wanting to believe the lies about her. Nobody is disregarding the fact or disputing the fact that she went on to kill 7 men, but there's a lot about her that was rumored and lies and cooked up, and she's disheartened that that is still floating around. And the masquerade, she's like, no matter what I did to try and not be that, I couldn't get away from it. Okay, I don't think her soul has passed on. I don't think so. Is she at peace with the fact that yes, she's dead and she's no more in the physical world? Yeah, she's accepted that she's dead. That part of it she has. But has she been able to overcome all the disillusionment and disappointment and the torture and the stuff? I don't think she has. I will tell you one thing though with Eileen, that I do believe that she does regret having taken the lives of those men. Like, she is, a part of her says, well, that really didn't accomplish anything. But could she go back and change it? If she could, she probably would. So she's what question, Lizalot? I don't know. Zoom is super easy, y'all. Can she be helped to cross over? Yeah, definitely she can. Yeah. Do you get anything? Give me 1 second. See, but that's another thing, right? It's very unfortunate, because when from the moment of, let's talk conception, let's just go with that, from the moment of birth until you've come into your own, you have always been told, you have always known yourself to be inconsequential, that you don't matter, you're nothing, you're nothing, you're nothing, you're nothing. And that thing is so deeply instilled in you that you are worth nothing, then you're not worthy of anything. Then in her soul also, she may be feeling that she's not worthy enough to cross over and be with the light. So that itself could be stopping her. Now, could, as a collective, we help and we try to send positive energy to help her cross over? Yeah, sure, we could. Absolutely. But having said that, I don't think she is at the moment ready to do that. I don't think she is. I think she still is waiting. And you know who she's waiting for? Tyria Moore. That's who she's waiting for. Until then, she's not going to really cross over, because she really, in spite of the fact that she feels that Tyria stabbed her in the back, not stabbed her in the betrayed, yeah, kind of sort of, she still feels a lot for her. She really did love her. She really, really did love her. Very unfortunate. Six of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Four of Swords. The Hierophant. and the Three of Wands. This is very interesting. So the Six of Wands talks about victory. Yes, there is a certain victory in the fact that the public feels that they are victorious because they got rid of her. Having said that, with the Ace of Pentacles, it says it's just a temporary, like it's a new job or raise, etc. But the Ace of Pentacles is almost winning the gold medallion for eliminating her from the physical world. But with the Four of Swords, she says, by eliminating me from the physical world, you have eliminated me, Eileen Wuornos, but you have not eliminated all the other people who have had to go through all that I have gone through, right? You have not eliminated them, you will never eliminate them. Having said that, have you eliminated all the people who put us, who made me Eileen Wuornos? Have you eliminated all the other people who have made little Eileen Wuornoses because of their nastiness? That's her thing. She says they haven't. And the Hierophant is having mercy and compassion and need for approval. She's saying here that if only we had more mercy and compassion for the vulnerable, okay? And then we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands talks about having the cooperation and having as a collective, the teamwork and cooperation and collaboration to be able to Three of Wands move forward in a positive manner, where we are not just eliminating the Eileen Wuornoses, because by just eliminating the Eileen Wuornoses, you're not stopping the creation of other little Eileen Wuornos. And the only way to stop the creation of other Eileen Wuornoses is by stopping those who create them. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope so. I hope so. Okay, I truly hope you all understood. That's her message. She's jabba, 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 jabba. Oh my goodness. Hang on, y'all. I'm not done with this. I don't know what Ina's saying. Ina says, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Saturday classes at 11 a.m. for me. Raynona Bora, it's Eileen Wuornos. Hang on one second, y'all, because I have a real need to use this. Let me see. She's not at peace, y'all. She's not at peace. Damn it. She's not ready to cross over, y'all. She's not ready to cross over. She's not ready to cross over. She won't cross over until she is able to now my hand is not steady. Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? My candle is not burning. Yowza. Yeah, okay. I have to do one more video, and that is for my astrology channel. That's quick, I can do that. I'm going to do another 10 minutes and then we'll... come on. Call this quits today. Oh, don't... Why are my candles burning out? Why are my candles burning out? Don't you dare. It is so weird, y'all. Okay, this candle just doesn't want to stay lit. It was totally fine. I had it lit in the bath area because I had given Bunny a shower in the master bath. And you know, once I clean the shower and all that, after I'm done, I light a scented candle, you know, because you know that doggy smell, the wet dog smell is going to be hanging around. And then I sweep and mop and clean the shower cubicle, and I light a scented candle. And this was a candle I had lit, and it was totally fine. And I just brought it in here because I couldn't find my other candles. Actually, I was too lazy to take them out. Really, in all honesty, I won't lie. And now this thing doesn't want to light. So the question is, where should I have gone? What should I have done? How should I have lived my life? Because I want to know, how should I have lived my life? You tell me. I don't know, something about a young male, about 21, 22 years old. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Somebody has to tell me if there was a young male around the age of 21, 22 years old when she died. She has very fond memories and very fond feelings and affections for this young male. Not in a sexual way, but almost like, you know, oh, that's my younger brother, or that's my nephew, or that's my child type of a thing. She's saying that young man, that young male is the light of her life. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. She's not going to cross over, y'all. She's not going to cross over until that Tyria has joined her. She's all about her. Oh, okay, I missed something. I'm getting ready to give Percy a bat now. Dog park Mariak, yeah. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. You know, it really breaks my heart because she says, tell me what should I have done? How should I have lived my life? Like, how should I, like, what should I have done? How could I have lived my life, considering all the experiences that I had? know. It's a male. I don't know if it is a son. I don't know if she had any kids, but it's a male, 21, 22 years old. She looks at, it's not a love, like a sexual relationship. It's almost like, how you would, when you talk about a nephew or a cousin, son or a child, or a brother, you'd be like, oh my God, he's everything to me. He's my, how we talk, like he's the light of my life type of thing, but almost in a motherly way. So, but not in like a sexual way. I don't know who that is. I don't know if there was any nephew or anybody like that in her life. Oh, is that right? I did not know she had a child adopted away to a family. I had no idea. Who's Julius Jones, the man accused of killing Paul Howell? Well, I can look it up. Julius James. I can look it up. Oh, okay. I know she was pregnant, but I didn't know she had the child. I don't know. Yeah, she wasn't. I don't know if she did have a child. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if she did. Somebody said that she had a child adopted away by a family. We can, here, I have my computer. Let me look it up. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Did I... Oh my goodness, y'all. Listen, y'all. So it says, I'm reading it from the internet, okay? It says in 1970, at age 14, she became pregnant, having been raped by an accomplice of her grandfather. Werner's gave birth to a boy at a home for unwed mothers on March 23rd, 1971. And the child was placed for adoption. Hang on, y'all. So she gave birth on March 23rd, 1971. So that's a Pisces, correct? Hang on. That's interesting. I didn't know that. No, it's not a Pisces. March 23rd is Aries. Oh my God. Hang on, y'all. How come I didn't see this before? Wait. Shoot. Hang on. But see, now here they say she's born, she was born Eileen Carol Pittman, and she died, whatever. Okay. Keith Warnos is her sibling, her brother. Keith Warnos. Oh, he died too, July 17, 1976. Oh my God, Keith. Ornos, July. Wow, I didn't know 1976, but when's his birthday? Hang on, y'all. Hang on. See, but they're not giving me his date of birth. Somebody, oh. So give me 1 second, y'all. How did he die? I don't know how he died. Okay, let's get back to this, okay? So I'm going to look at this. Hang on, I don't know. That's what I thought. Sun was born on March 23rd, 1971. 76? No, 71, correct. So give me 1 second. Let's do the math. I don't know what his name is, but so 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 10 plus 8. So 16, 26 is 8. Oh my God, 8. Hang on, let me put away this because I don't need all this right now at this minute. Okay. Hang on. This is getting exciting now. I almost want to cry now. I don't know why. So Aries, okay, so let's do this. Aries, so where did I do it? So 8. So she's a Pisces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is Libra. And 8th house talks about will, secrets, occult, death, regeneration. Oh my God. Okay. The sun. Yes, it's the sun. We get it. Thank you. The Leo. The light of her life. Libra. Venus. I'm afraid to open this card because I feel the Aries card is going to pop out. Neptune. No. 1, 2, 3. Pluto. Okay. So let's take a look really quick here. Because we have the Sun card, Leo, Libra, Venus, Neptune, and Pluto. So the Sun card is her Sun. The Leo card, he's an Aries, of course. Leo is a sister sign to Aries. Give me 1 second. Okay, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 81, 82, 83, 84. That is 12 plus 3. So 1, 2, 3. Third house is immediate environment, short trips. Okay. So I think she has at some point in time did the Star card, Aquarius. Focus. One more. The Force. Okay, so let's take it from the top over here. So with the Sun card and the Leo card, definitely the Sun card is a Sun. Leo card, he's an Aries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth house talks about, speculation. There was a child wasn't born out of love. Then we have the Libra card to balance the scales. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th house. 7th house is contract. She had a contract. Wow. That's her brother. Keith is her brother, correct? Thank you, Texas Patriot. So, hang on. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th house talks about contract. She had a contract to have that child taken away. Venus. It was a female member of the family who took that child away from her. Yeah, that's her brother, I figured. Thank you, honey. Had a female member of the family take the child away. Then, but then Venus is, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, second house. Then you have Neptune, and Neptune talks about confusions. There was a lot of confusion going on Pluto, regeneration. So the reason why they took away the kid is because she gave up the child is because she knew very well she couldn't do anything to bring the child up in a safe, normal manner. So she said this is the only way out, and she did. Now Aquarius, that was definitely help extended to her. So 12th house is karma, hidden supports, institutions. So I feel that they said if you don't give up the child, we're going to put you in an institution, and she was like, no, I give up the child. So they kind of blackmailed her, and in a way it's good. She has no regrets because she says, I'm happy that my child is safe. And then we have two is, as we know, the high priestess, which is ruled by the moon. This is a lady. There is definitely a lady here who's the one who facilitated all of this. And the force card, yeah, there was a little bit of, no, I don't want to, yeah, we're going to put you away here, there, and the other. So a little bit of coercion, a little bit of the power of suggestion, a little bit of basic threatening. But she says at the end of it all, she's happy that the child was taken away from her. She says, no way could I have protected that child. No way. No way could I have protected that child. Unbelievable. What is this fellow's? Why is this taking me to Google Earth? I have no idea. So he was March 14th. So March 14th is Pisces. 14 plus 3 17, 27, 37, 10. Oh my God, 10. 10,000. 10,000 is career, reputation, morals, and life goals. But I don't think this kid, the brother, died of. There's something very, very odd about that. There's something very odd about that, y'all. No, y'all, this kid, no. 55, and she was born in 56. No, y'all, this fellow was also, this is her brother, younger picture. He's subsequently dead. No, I don't get a good feeling from him. No, I don't. I'm now wondering whether her child, I don't know, it says her grandfather's friend raped her, but I don't know, y'all. Oh gosh. You know what, everybody? I would not be surprised if I am not so quick to buy into the story that she was raped by the grandfather's friend only and she conceived. I would not be surprised. Yeah, she goes, wrong, you're wrong. She was raped by the grandfather's friend, but not just by him. This one also inappropriate, yeah. So yes, she was raped by the grandfather's friend, but he was not the only one. Even this one, inappropriate behavior. I'm not going to say anything more than that. I'm just not. I'm not. Ugh, can't. So it makes me wonder whose child that was. It makes me wonder whose child that is. Who the father of the child is. Because the child is still alive. Can you imagine the life that child... you can't be too careful in the choice of your parents. She never stood a chance. Yeah, how did he die though? Let's see if that picture has it. I don't know how he died. And really, should I be concerned? No, I couldn't be bothered. Wait, no, y'all, I'm not going to go look at that. So let's leave that alone. Okay. Oh my God, what time did I start? At 4 o'clock. We're going on 7 now, everybody. 3 hours, okay. We were saying, okay, says she was raped by him and many of his friends. Yeah. Grandfather was the father. Okay, so anywho, we'll stop with that. Oh my God, oh my God. I almost want to cry. This girl did not stand a chance from the moment she was born. You know what this reminds me of? Summer Wells. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything beyond that. Fill in the dots. Connect the dots. That's what this reminds me of. Another one of in the making. I know people are going to come at me for saying that. I know that. I know people are going to come at me for saying that. But that's what I see. I just noticed that the brother was cremated and there's no burial site. Yeah, her biological father hung himself and the mother abandoned the kids, so the grandparents, where she was the abused by the grandfather and many of his friends. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Because this is what happens to these kids. You know, they're so brutalized that they lose all cognizance of self. They lose all identity, natural identity. They lose it. And then their identity becomes this persona that they've created, that they've been forced to create to protect the inner core. And it's, what are you going to do? Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. So I suppose that's about it, right, for today. I mean, did I wake y'all up from your Sunday slumber? For a serial, it's very tragic for a serial killer Sunday. It was a matinee, right? I mean, I don't mean to kind of make light of it, you know, because serious situation, but then, you know, we have to also, you know, so I'm going to call it 10-4 because I'm kind of tuckered out. I have another video I need to make. I hope I get it out today. This is for my astrology channel. I'm going to actually do it right after this. So thank you so very much, each and every one of you. Lisette Nielsen, let me call out your name. Scout Inquirer, Texas Patriot, of course. Thank you as always. Tammy Melton, Susie Q, Inabag, Rosalie Hatch, Raynona Borer, Scout Inquirer, Queen of Wands, Delwyn, Elena, Lisolette, Liselot. Nielsen, Liselot. I don't know how to say it and I'm butchering it and I should stop. So I simply apologize, honey. I truly Miss Nielsen. How about that? Inabag, Mama Sabe, Gypsy Girl, Ursula Love, My Manx, Suzy Q, Rosalie Hatch, Tainted Meat, Jacqueline Nell, Persephone, Alia, The Carriage House, Mary Fagan, My Manx, Persephone. I'm trying to see if I missed out anybody's name. I do apologize. Aquarius Girl, Cindy Sue, Gypsy Girl, Crystal Pink, Sandra M, Aquarius Girl. I guarantee I'm going to miss out names. I so apologize. Let me just say thank you to everybody. Much love to all of y'all, the real family. As you all know, Araceli, thank you. Thank you, Texas Patriot, for jumping on board. She's going to be like, you didn't tell me. And then she sends me a text. I'm already here. I go, thank you so very much. Much love to all of you. I do appreciate you all. You'll know that. Just the fact that you all are here, I thank you so very much. Do leave your comments. Give me the thumbs up and hit the bell icon. I will now start recording for, the Real Astrology channel the week ahead. And the video for Monday, Mystery Mondays, is already going to post in another couple of hours. I've set the time for it. So you will have that. I actually wanted to release it the day off because I was like, what's the point, right? Maybe I'll release it at midnight so that. And then I was like, for those of y'all who are at different time zones, that sort of a thing. So thank you, Mary Ganuts. Thank you, all of y'all. I do appreciate y'all. And Texas Patriot, as always, girl. Girl, you need your rest. Yeah, Bunny is fast asleep here. Boo, you want to come and say hello? Huh? Come here. Come show your pretty face. Sleepyhead. Come show your pretty face. He's coming. He's coming. Ooh, look at everybody. There you go, people. Look here, baby. Who's that? Who's that? It's a boo-boo. That's a boo-boo. Oh, sweet boy. Smack, smack, smack. You hear that? That's his tail smacking my little setup over here. Ooh, careful now. I woke up the monster. Yeah, you monster? Are you a monster? Oh, you are my sweet, lovable monster. Watch out, baby. You knock yourself. Chubby, 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 chubby. And he's like, Mama, he does this. Araceli, thank you so much. Scout Inquirer says, woof, woof, Bunny. Acha, baby. He's your good boy. Who's your good boy? Mwah. Right? So he, when he's all excited and all that, and you can just barely see his, you're pointing me now? You want my attention? Yeah, that's his thing of saying, Mom, come on, let's go. So he uses me as a, you know how they do the, ow, ow, that hurt, baby. Ah, oh, that hurt so bad. Boo-boo, boo-boo. Ah, okay, I got you. Give me 1 second. Let me close out. Hang on. So that's his way of saying, Mom, we really need to go. Can you give me 1 second? Can I say bye to everybody? No, I'm not a rubbing post. All right, everybody, let me just say 10-4 because this boy is getting a little bit, he's like, Mom, right now. I shouldn't have woken up the monster. That's my bad. So, baby, thank you so much, everybody. Much love to y'all. This little boy is now seeking my attention. What's all that boogers you got there? What is that nastiness? Yeah, puppy. What is that? Don't stick your tongue out at me. That is so rude. All right, people. Thank you again so very much. All right. Y'all have a good evening. See you in the next video. Over and out. All right, baby. I'm coming. Hang on, Poopa.